Are we good?
Yeah.
Hi everybody, I'm Giancarlo.
And I'm Felicia.
And this is our preview video of Germania Magna. I didn't tell you.
Germania Magna.
That's correct. You know, like that, the Magna.
Sounds very Harry Potter.
No.
Wingardium Leviosa.
No, it's very Latin.
Well, that's, I think
But,
Harry
the
Potter
Magna Carta, but
mimicking
of
like the
Germany.
Latin.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Yeah, the artwork actually looks good. I'm actually looking. Yeah. So yes, we must tell you that this is prototype material. We don't even have a box to show you.
Lugudanesis segunda. Lugudanesis.
Evergindus.
Can you put? You want to take a shot at this? Say
Why?
the first word.
Gabinus.
Lugudanesis segunda.
Wow.
Damn.
That's a Harry Potter
Yeah.
fucking
Amazing.
eats that stuff up.
Alpes Ponenia.
Hey, it's a kid show. Germania Magna is a game of shifting alliances. Each player represents a Germanic tribe raiding various provinces of the struggling Roman Empire and competing amongst themselves for loot and glory. Now here's how to set up. Each player takes his own glory board and 2 glory point markers. One of them is used for the tens. Shuffle the tribal deck and each player draws 5 cards. You'll also have a chance to mulligan for a new hand. Place the loot in a pile and give each player 5 coins. Shuffle the province deck face down and place 1 province card face up between the players. Shuffle the Roman deck and place a number of Roman cards equal to the Roman card value printed on the province cards face down underneath it. As such, put the shuffled chieftain deck face down within reach of all players. And finally, you can give summary cards to those who need them. You're ready to play. Now the winner is the player who has the most glory points at the end of the round, in which there are 6 or more province cards in the province discard pile.
The game is played in rounds which contain 4 phases each. The first phase is preparation. Each player draws a chieftain card and places it face up in front of him. The chieftain initiative value determines each player's initiative in this round, starting from the highest initiative value. Moreover, a player can use his chieftain's abilities during this round. 1 province card, or 2 if there aren't any in play, is placed on the table, and Roman cards are drawn and placed face down underneath each province card, with fewer cards than its Roman card value, until all province cards have at least as many Roman cards as their printed value. No more than 3 province cards can be in play at any given time during the game. The player whose chieftain has the highest initiative chooses one of the 3 existing provinces and moves it to the province discard pile. Any Roman cards attached to this province are shuffled back into the Roman deck.
The second phase is supply. Here in initiative order, the players will choose to take one of 3 actions. They can get 4 coins, draw 2 tribal cards, or 2 coins and 1 tribal card. Once that is done, we go to phase 3, deployment. Deployment is a series of action rounds which continue until all players have passed. In each round, players take turns in descending initiative order. A player's turn must be one of the following actions: play 1 tribal card from his hand, or pass. To play a tribal card, the player must spend loot equal to the card's cost. Each player may play any number of tribal cards during this whole phase. When a unit is deployed, it must be placed near the chosen province card on the side of the players whose turn it is. This unit creates his horde. Now, if more than 1 unit is assigned by the same player to the province, each unit deployed subsequently must be placed partially on the previous unit. All units in the same stack must be visible to all players.
Unless otherwise stated, abilities of tribal units affect cards only in the province in which they are deployed. When an attachment is deployed, it must be attached to an already existing horde belonging to the same player. Unless otherwise stated, abilities of attachments affect only the horde to which they are attached. Strategy cards are never attached to a province. When a player plays a strategy tribal card, its cost is paid. Its ability is resolved and the card is then discarded. A player who does not want to or is unable to play any tribal cards passes. From that moment, the player can only pass on their turn. They cannot play any more cards in this deployment phase. Deployment ends after all players pass.
Now the final phase is the clash phase. A clash must be resolved in each province containing at least 1 horde. If there's more than 1 clash, the player with the highest initiative chooses the order in which they are resolved. Each clash is fully resolved before resolving the next one. After a clash begins, all Roman cards assigned to the province are turned face up. A clash involves beating the military strength of a province card with the help of the tribal cards played by the player in the deployment phase. Each player calculates the military strength of his horde along with any modifications resulting from abilities or other tribal, chieftain, province, Roman cards, etc. The total military strength of all hordes is added up. If the military strength of the player is less than or equal to that of the province cards, the clash is lost. The players win if their strength is greater. Some provinces have constant or triggered abilities, so make sure to check those during this phase.
After a victorious clash, if a province has a victory ability, it must be triggered. Then distribute the loot to all participants. Each player who took part in the clash receives an amount of loot equal to the value printed on the province card. The loot of the defeated Roman cards is added to this amount, which may be further modified by chieftains' abilities and the province's victory condition. Then distribute glory points to all participants. Each player's award depends on the relative contribution to the military strength, with more points awarded to the players who contributed more military strength. You can check the glory point table on the summary card. Then we check the casualties. For each participant must check for loss of tribal units. For each tribal unit, roll a 6-sided die and compare the result with the unit's survivability value. A die result greater than or equal to the left die succeeds. Failure means that the tribal unit is destroyed and must be put in the tribal discard pile. Success means that the tribal unit returns to its owner's hand and may be played in the next round. Players may check their losses in sequence according to the initiative, but all tests are considered as taking place at the same time. Then, all attachments are destroyed and must be put in the discard pile. The province card is removed from play and placed in the province discard pile, while all the Roman cards attached to this province are shuffled back into the Roman deck. If you fail the clash, all attachments are discarded and still check for casualties. The Roman cards are removed and new ones will be placed during preparation.
After all clashes are resolved, all chieftain cards are shuffled back into the chieftain deck and the round ends. If there are 6 or more province cards in the province discard pile, the game ends and the player with the most glory points wins. Germania Magna has really nice artwork with quick rules and also has a variant where players can make their own decks. It feels like Smash Up with more strategy and player interaction. And check it out on Kickstarter. And as always, if you like it, back it.